And you just watched the launch of the Ghana Aid Program strategy. And speakers have been talking about the crucial need for clean water for communities and the importance of sanitation in our country. Definitely, there's more coming from there for you. Let's get on to other stories. The last body of 9 children who drowned at the Fana Botiano Wednesday night has been retrieved and brought to shore. 12 children were returning from school in a boat when the tragedy struck. 2 of the children and owner of the boat survived the accident. This morning, news of the discovery of the last body reached the community, with the youth dashing to the lake in their boats to retrieve it. Joy News' Carlos Caloni was there and gave a live account of the incident.
You can see the young men in your shot. The update is that a body, the missing body, has been found, and so you can see the state of the community now in your shot, as young men are all running to the scene to catch a glimpse of the body. That is what we are learning, that the missing body has been found, and so people or residents here are all rushing to catch a glimpse of the body. So that is the situation, and we are trying to get closer to the scene to understand exactly what is happening. That has been found, so we can give you some update. So the update is that the missing body has been found. 12 people were on board a canoe, school kids returning from school who drowned, and 8 bodies have been found. But 1 has been missing since yesterday. But the latest update is that that last body has been found now. And a while ago, you saw in your shot the youth of the town trying to get to where the incident or the body has been found.
One of the girls who survived the accident recounted her experience to Joy News.
So give us your name.
Please, my name is Enyonam Ekpe.
Okay, so what time did this incident happen?
Please, 5:40 p.m.
Can you tell us what happened?
Please, yes. Yesterday, when we are coming home, we don't get boat, and I saw some young boy driving a boat, and I called and said that we should come and pick us. So when the boy came, then I told her that we are plenty inside the boat, so we should remove some people down and go and come and take us. The boy told me, said that the boat to go. I told her again, then the boy said the boat to go. When I was going, then the boat has come and turned. Then I was holding my brother, and my brother fell down. Then I can't find my brother again. Then I hold the boat. When I hold the boat, and some man come and take me home.
So at that point, you couldn't get hold of your brother?
Please, no.
Okay. So what happened to the other people in the boat?
Please, they have died.
All right. So how did you raise alarm at the time?
Please, when we are coming, then the boy take us. Then I said we should put us down.
We are so sorry for your loss. Right. All right. Thank you so much. So that's the story from an eyewitness who actually survived the incident.
Let's now listen to one of the parents of the children recounting how news of the boat incident got to them in the community last night.
Mira futa tami boba 5 moma kama gbo maka kwenye jinla review mo gbo kwenye jinla kuma bo nkejo fi review mo gbo mai ma pera ba ogbo na ha kanye dodo mo ko ma dole bo bo mi avi onyura to mo lo fi ma ma ko li dodo plo du fufu e ma rota ta fe kana onyura ko amo fu du plo mi do kaka mi aya nya ta fe review onyura to mo ba fa maro obu vinya sueto kple no vinya favi sueto olo akoko dauda afimango ji mi ba rush ko ira okoji kaka mi aro koji ko o ba fa la afimango ji to tro ma fi ba po amamamle.
Okay, so she's basically saying that at the time the kids were supposed to have returned from school, they did not return. So she was alarmed, especially when she got the info that a boat had capsized. So she rushed there and realized that her two kids were involved, and they rushed them. On the way, they actually passed away. So that is the update from the mother. Fifia nonoma ke nwa jofia police alo nad moto over miagboa.
Mara chama oyo police over wakpo. Devi kuko yo ofo koko ira motri.
Okay, so she's just giving us updates on what the police came to do yesterday. They came to convey the body.
Back here in Accra, the effect of the government's inability to pay bondholders coupons bite harder as children begin to join their parents to demand for their money. Two grandchildren of one of the pensioners joined day 4 of the pensioner bondholders picketing in solidarity with their grandmother. Here's what they told Joy News this morning.
Because my grandma doesn't have money to pay my school fees for me. So they'll sack me out of the school when my grandma hasn't paid my school fees. So today I'm here for my grandma's money so that she can pay my school fees for me, so that I can go to school, so that in the future I can be a police.
You want to be a police?
Yes.
I see. So you are here today to help your grandma take her money, right?
Yes.
What about if you don't get the money today, what will you do?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yes.
Do you know who is holding your grandma's money?
Yes.
Who is holding your grandma's money?
Nana Akufo-Addo.
I see. So if you meet him one-on-one today, what will you tell him?
I tell him that I want my grandma's money back for her, because we are plenty in the house, and then my grandma can buy food for us to eat when she doesn't have money. That's why I came here today.
Where are the rest?
The rest are in school, and some of them are in the house.
Thank you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, their grandmother says she fears all 7 children who stay with her may drop out of school.
We've paid her last school term, the both of them. When the new academic year starts, I have no money to pay school fees again. We've already told her the school bus cannot pick her. She's got to walk to school. She's begging us. She can't walk to school because it's very far. The little one already walks to school. We wanted to take her from her school and put her in school with the older one. But the older one's school fees is higher. We want the best for our grandchildren. These are not the only grandchildren I have. There are many more. There are even babies coming. If I don't fight and help my grandchildren, who will do it for me?
On an average, how many are they with you?
There are 5 with us at the moment, but there are others outside. They are not even biological grandchildren. They are people who work for me, who have children, cannot pay the children's school fees. Sometimes they can't even pay their rent. Some of them owe me so much money, I can't even take it back from them. And when I give them the loans, I give them 0 interest. I have young men begging me to help them buy a boat, 0 interest, so that they can work. Most of them, their fathers, they work for me. Their pay is not enough, so the children live with us. We feed them, we clothe them. If they are ill, we go to the hospital, we pay the bills. Who will do that for them?
The Ashanti region continues to grapple with inadequate health infrastructure despite the completion of new health facilities. The Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital recorded 181 maternal deaths in 2022, the highest in the country. There is expectation that the new hospital facilities will help improve health service delivery in the region. And this report of him interior of our health desk takes a look at the failure to operationalize the Afari Military Hospital, the Sewa Regional Hospital, and others.
Inside the hospital road is part of the contract, but from Sewa town or from the major road to this place is supposed to be done by government. We are working very hard to see how best we can get those things done. And then power, electricity. Then we're talking to the energy minister. We're looking for some extra money to be able to do that one. I believe it won't take long. All these client obligations will be executed, and we can come and commission this facility.
That is Health Minister Kwaku Ajimaimenu during a visit to the newly constructed Ashanti Regional Hospital at Sewia in August 2022. 8 months on, the facility is yet to be put into use because government has failed to honor its client-related obligations. The fully equipped hospital at Sewia will be the third biggest health facility in the region, next to Komfanoche Teaching Hospital and the yet to be completed 500-bed military hospital at Afari.
The arrangements to bring in a contractor to do 8 hospitals, including this one, started from President Komfo's time. Sewia has had its own challenges after President Komfo exited.
For 25 years, residents of Ashanti region, especially indigents of Sewia, whose lands were taken for the project, had hoped to see the completion of the hospital. Several promises from the government to operationalize the facility remained a mirage. Sewia Jasihine, Nana Safo Echampong speaks for the frustrated residents.
Regional hospital we are Sewia for a house here, a very woman penny for 4 pencil. I bet Miss Abrino. I did 25 good years. O man penny for a be ye bikoy. You are Tames, a be ye bikoy. You are mamma, as you be so. And an uncle for so be so moon. Where the Sabri Aka Edewo. So we are my cousin Hyania Yabois, a high and papa, a quiet Dabjane.
Construction of an indoor substation for the hospital began on January 14, 2023. When completed, the 20 kVA power station will serve the hospital as well as some communities in the Bosomtwe district. Contractors of the power station, Luton Engineering Services, hope to complete civil works in June 2023. But when will the hospital be ready to serve patients when there are no signs of work on the access roads?
The regional hospital at Sewia is completed. We are left with access road to the facility and dedicated electricity and water supply. It is hoped that the regional hospital project will be inaugurated during the 4th quarter of the year 2023. We are also progressing steadily at Adansi North District Hospital at Fomena and Sechre Kumawu District Hospital. It is expected that these 2 hospital projects will be completed by the end of 2023.
The 500-bed military hospital at Afari and the 120-bed facilities at Fomena and Kumawu have all suffered similar occupation challenges after the installation of medical equipment. Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Patrick Kumar Buaji, could not give definite timelines on the operationalization of those hospitals.
We are hoping that once the trainings and all the deployment for the new facilities are opened, the pressure will come down, the cases will be distributed more.
The completion of these facilities will augment existing health facilities, improve care delivery, and also increase access to quality health care. Residents are, however, cautiously optimistic on how soon these facilities will be put to use.
It's worrying to see such a facility waste away when the residents are in need of such a facility. It will be joy to see that facility being opened to us. Because can you imagine in the middle of the night, you have to trek all the way to, let's say, Atonsu or go back to Pramso. The road itself is not that good.
There's not even a sign of something going on there. As a resident, you need to travel all the way to Atonsu Agogo before you can have access health facility. And this is uncalled for. And we all know that facilities, when you leave facility unattended, it go bad.
That cannot waste away. There's a lot of money, a lot of investment that you've made Why go through all this just to sit there and let it rot away? Can't rot away. People are dying. People travel miles and miles to get to hospitals, while they can travel a couple of meters just to get to the hospital that you have built for that purpose. There are no road networks, steady power. To me, we, the citizens, have to get up.
In a tense and dramatic scene, emergency responders and local officials are gathered at the banks of the Volta River, bracing for a potential disaster. But this isn't a real emergency. It's a simulation exercise known as Daohoso, designed to test the readiness of state agencies in the event of a dam spillage. The exercise, which is part of the Volta River Authority's emergency preparedness plan, is taking place in communities most at risk in the unlikely event of a spill. As the exercise gets underway, tensions are high and the stakes couldn't be higher.
Of the few communities, one of 300 actually, that lie very close to the Volta River. Now you know that the Volta River has been dammed at Akosombo, so that's why you have the Akosombo Dam. But just asking you, wondering out the top of your head, have you ever wondered what will happen if the Akosombo Dam is open full force to prevent the dam from breaking now, maybe because they have so much water? Well, the NADMO and VRA are testing that particular hypothesis. What if it happens? Currently at Atimpoku, there's an exercise, a simulation exercise put together by NADMO and VRA, together with all other state agencies, to try and salvage the situation in the event that it happens. They've sounded the alarm. Where we are currently is where some of the rescue people have been brought to, and I have some of the state agencies that will be talking to me to understand the situation. Well, if it happened, they would have been sent a message, giving them an alert ahead of time so that they can put together all the resources that they need. I have the PROs and the Chief Fire Officer who has been leading this particular task force here. So I'll let them introduce themselves to us here. So, sir, please, let me start with you.
Yes, my name is Division Officer 1, Grade 2, Division Officer Forson, Grade 1. That is to be said, Division Officer 1, Joseph Kofi Forson, Deputy Director Operations. I am the leader of this simulation exercise, and he is our Public Information Officer who makes sure that all the communication, even though I can speak to that issues, but he will speak on our behalf. And then we have our Safety Officer as well, so they will introduce themselves and then we carry on.
Okay, so Amidou and I'll come back to you here, but let me walk you through the scene here as we have it here. So these are some of the people that have been rescued already from Dijokope and Atimpoku. In the event that the place had flooded, this is where they would have brought to higher grounds. And you can see some of them here who are participants of this simulation exercise. But for some of them, this is very much real, a reality that could happen any moment from now here. So you can see some of the stretchers that have been brought, some individuals from the National Ambulance Service have also been brought here now. Some individuals from the Ghana Police Service have also been brought on the grounds to assist with evacuation and also to take some of the people through the exercise. You wonder why the police don't? Well, in such situations, people take advantage of the situation and steal from those that are fleeing their homes here. Let me talk to the PRO, Amidou. PRO, so how many people so far have you been able to rescue?
So far, we have been able to evacuate about 30 people. Okay. Currently, one person has been rushed to the hospital, and then 3 people are critically injured and are also being attended to. This exercise is made up of about 70 personnel drawn from the Ghana military, which comprises of the Ghana Army and the Ghana Navy, the Fire Service, the Ghana Police Service, the NIB, and the Fire Service, all comprising to form up this solid team for this exercise.
Okay. So I saw some people being arrested. Why did you arrest them?
Okay, during the evacuation, some people have evacuated and left their homes unattended to, and some militants are trying to salvage people's property. So the police was sent in to make sure that those properties were safeguarded. So those were the people, the offenders who were being arrested by the Ghana police.
What will happen to those people?
They will be taken to the proper channel and then prosecuted as possible.
Okay. Now,
The National Democratic Congress Director of Legal Affairs, Ibrahim has disclosed that the court will hear a motion for abridgment of the case brought against the party's presidential primaries on Friday instead of the initial May 15, which is a Monday. The new date is crucial for the party because its planned presidential and parliamentary primaries are slated for Saturday, May 13, 2023. Speaking on Joy FM's Top Story on Wednesday, Mr. Amaliba said the party had applied for an abridgment of time, shortening the duration given after flag bearer hopeful Dr. Kwabena Dufo filed a suit seeking to halt the primaries from taking place on Saturday, May 13.
Yes, I can confirm to you that we filed the application for abridgment of time, and that has been fixed for Friday. We actually wanted it like tomorrow, but the registry indicated to us that that is difficult because of some issues relating to scanning of the processes that will have to take place. And then the judge who is going to preside must also have foreknowledge of the process. And so the available time is Friday.
He asked that a copy of the voters' register, which is at the heart of the concerns raised by the Dufo team, is ready for pickup.
Delegates list have been made available to them. You see, they are quiet on the delegates list. If you check their rate, that is what it will be used to do the election. Now, the photo album is only the creation of the party to enhance the fairness, the process, to ensure that the process is fair. So the photo album, which they are calling the register, is not the register. But in any case, I have just told you, that register is ready.
Hi, welcome to the Joy Business segment on Joy News Today. Country Manager for Azza Finance, Nanaya Owusu Banahini, is calling on banks and fintechs to leverage on technology to create financial products that ensure quick and easily transfer of credits and loans to SMEs and other businesses. According to him, this is necessary to cushion small businesses as government works to restore the economy to a good standing. He spoke at the Money Summit organized by the Business and Financial Times.
What has happened to us is we have to make these decisions very quickly. Definitely within our sector, with the banking and fintech sector, what we are trying to contribute to is that what other venues are we going to contribute to the real sector in terms of giving out loans and also creating the necessary financial digital space for real businesses to be able to access financial services like credit and loans. So we will do that to support the government, but hopefully we hope the IMF deal or whatever the government is doing to stabilize the economy will come to pass. Technology is going to help to allow financial services to reach the last mile. Currently, we are able to transfer funds to the rural areas. What we are looking forward is to also transfer services like credits and loans to people who desperately need it in terms of small SMEs who need the services. So technology is going to be the backbone with fintechs working with banks to provide the services to them. What I think is that definitely banks and fintechs have to work together to drive digital payments and digital transactions, which reduces the pressure on holding cash and help improve the economy in terms of inflation and other economic factors. So definitely that's important.
Now, Managing Director of Alexander Palace Hotels, Samira Seriam Mohammed, says her business is poised to compete with other multinational hotels in the country. She tells Joy Business that the locally owned hotel has multiple objectives to promote Ghana's indigenous brand. At the opening of a hotel apartment in Adenta, Ashehe here in Accra, she reiterated the hotel's commitment to providing hospitality excellence for its guests and clients with focus on business and leisure.
The Alexander Palace Hotel is suitable for both short and long-term stays and is fully equipped with necessary amenities to accommodate any preference, regardless of the length of stay. It is perfect for both business and recreational use, providing a healthy blend of relaxation, productivity, and rejuvenation. The main goal of the hotel is to offer their guests a royal-style accommodation while ensuring their safety, comforts, and well-being.
Alexander Palace is a 24-bedroom apartment, located on the stretch of the Dodowa Road, about 10 minutes drive from the Adenta police station. Basically, it's to open the place and to welcome all guests to come in and start, enjoying our services. Yes, it's part of it, and to also give back to society, to employ the young ones. As the president of Ghana, it's always encouraging, entrepreneurs, to create more jobs for the Ghanaians. So it's one of the reasons, and to also contribute to the hospitality industry.
Speaking at the launch, Chief Executive Officer for the Ghana Tourism Authority, Abridgement, said its outfit will deepen its engagement with various stakeholders within the hospitality industry to lessen the tax burden on them.
Service delivery. So I want to urge management to take service delivery as a critical value add to the offerings that they have here. And when people come here and they are leaving, they wish that they are back again at Alexander Palace. To do that means a lot of training, a lot of right recruitment, and a lot of coordination with other agencies and institutions in the country. HotCat, the Tourism Authority, the Ghana Hotels Association, GATOF, and all the other bodies come to bear.
And that's it for business for now. I am Pius Kojo Baka. Dara will be here at 1 p.m. with the Marketplace. Sports is next. It's time for sports here on Midday. My name is Haruna Mubarak. Now, Ashanti Kotoko Chief Executive Officer Nanaya Amponsa has revealed the decision to fire Seydou Zebo was made following pressure from fans despite management's desire to keep him as head coach. Zebo replaced Prosper Nate Ogum at the beginning of the season. However, the Burkinabe coach was sacked after a string of poor results. Amposa said management were content with his performance, but there were concerns about the potential fans' attack.
There's been a lot of challenges. There's been bad officiating, which we suffered from, which discouraged players at a point. We've had a lot of injuries. There was a time we couldn't even raise a team of 20 people. There was a time our first 11, 9 of them were injured, and we're still going through that.
The boxing and the Black Bombers are focused on their preparations for the Olympic qualifiers, which comes off in September. Ghana has 7 slots available to compete at the Olympic Games in Paris next year, but the target of qualifying as well as making a medal seems to be in jeopardy. Jojo Efson is the communications director of the Ghana Boxing Federation.
Well, you look at the potential we carry as a country. We have the talents. You know boxing well. You understand the fact that all the boxers that we've exposed, they are always self-motivated and they want to make it. Samuel Techi, as we saw, went there as an unknown and made that impact. When he made that impact, he won the, the world, he won that bronze, breaking that, which is Africa's only medals. This time around, we have a person like Kwame, who we are confident and working on him. You saw Amadou. We are certain with the kind of, fight he won. If he could have been the Olympics, why not the numbers will be limited? Because at the Olympics, it started from the round of 32. But this time around, you saw where he started from. So with 2-3 fights, he could have been in the medal zone. In the same vein, Waidoma, experienced as he is. And then Alote, Alote. It's also, had the potential. And if you saw even how he managed to lose against the African champions, we are certainly confident and we are working on things and hoping and praying against hopes that the powers that be come in and need the support so that we can prepare. The history we are intent to make is not for the Ghana Boxing Federation. It's not for me. You are a passionate boxing fan. You take the glory, but it's not for you as a person. It's for Ghana. Yeah, you see, we have experienced men around the team, like yourself. You come in to give the pep talks and all those things. Talking to them, they are disappointed in missing out on the prize money, but they are cool with the fact that they've been exposed to certain, rudiment of the game at that level. For the records, since 2009, that Bastiers, Emmanuel Planche, and all those, Issa, Samir, and all those guys went to. Since 2009, this is the first time that we are attending. And previously, we didn't win any medal. We didn't win any even fight. But this time around, we managed to win 4, fight through Waidoma, through Afrikote, and then Amadou Muhammad, who has won 2 bouts. So that's why at least they have that inspiration that they can improve on whatever they've achieved at the taxation Uzbekistan.
All right. That's all for sports here on Joy News today. My name is Haruna Mubarak. Up next is Showbiz.
I'm actually in love with your outfit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
That's how we wrap up the bulletin this afternoon. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. You know where to go. It's on myjoyonline.com. More of the news is there and updates of all the developing stories. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Do enjoy the rest of our programs.